Are you able to tell our viewers not how much you have allocated to adult stem cell research and therapies, but more of an approximate percentage of the resources the Council for Culture has available to it?
Well, it is not easy question. We have different departments, and each department has its own mission and competency. So my department is very focusing on that research, and in last year we concentrated our work, our attention to that, because we entered into significant collaboration with people that not only support us. We developed together some projects, some events, and we want to launch to deliver a very positive message to the society. So we are working very hard on that, and we are very busy the whole year. So almost all our resources in last year went to that.
What is it about Neostem that brought you into this agreement, the initial investment, and the pledge of education and overall involvement with Neostem?
Well, mainly the policy, the vision of research and acting. Many organizations, many institutions that perform research or support scientific research, they are looking for profit. That's all. They reach something, they are very happy, and they close the activity, or they improve the activity to have more profit. When we met Neostem, we discovered that they share the same vision. So, of course, they work to have some profit, but they also are interested in what kind of cultural impact their research would provide for the future. How possibly the results they produce would change the understanding of society, of human being. So that was the point which we considered very important, very interesting, and that's how our collaboration starts.
Would you say there were specifically unique aspects to Neostem, its philosophy, the research they were doing, and the projects they were working on that made the compelling case for the Catholic Church to say that Neostem was the company for the Council's endorsement and collaboration?
Yes, of course. That was very surprising that they embraced and they share not only ethical awareness and ethical sensitivity, but also a part of our mission, so to explore cultural consequences of their acting. So that was a main point that attract us and make us happy to work with them.
The first $1 million that was agreed upon for the initial contribution by the Council is also tied into the beginning of a major increase in resources being deployed by the Catholic Church for education. As we all know, education comes in many different forms. Could you explain the different pathways the Catholic Church will undertake to effectively educate society about adult stem cell research and therapies?
Education is one of the most delicate elements of our society. The future of our culture depends mainly on education. So we decided, together with Neostem, to invest in that, first providing and supporting very well developed research, then to translate these discoveries into teaching, university teaching, high school teaching, to train people to prepare new generation of researchers, professors, teachers, and then to translate this experience to the knowledge that could be delivered to large public in a very soft but very correct way.
Is it the Catholic Church's thinking that this broad directive of education of all the items you just mentioned will increase the awareness of more than just the people that you have touched, and thereby bring other resources from outside the Catholic Church to possibly advance the causes of adult stem cell research and therapy?
Well, first of all, we want to let people know that the Church is not against science, that we support science, we support scientific progress and advancement. And then they need to understand that we take care how the future generation would be trained and what they would think about the relationship between science, religion, between society, in multicultural context, where the science in the future would play a crucial role. So we want to focus our attention on that because this is a very important momentum. If we don't take care about young people, if we don't explain carefully and in very correct way possible relationship between science and religion, science and theology, philosophy, correctly, probably we are going to lose young generations in the future. So we want to be involved, and we want to try to get together the best scientists, the best people, policymakers, to show that we can join forces and we can make difference for the future.
The initial association, alliance, strategic involvement, collaboration with NeoSTEM is not just a one-time situation. It is a statement of understanding, of confidence in NeoSTEM, of knowing that advances that they are expecting to make are going to be consistent with the objectives of the Council for Culture, and the relationship will continue to work for both entities.
Yes, of course. Moreover, we decided progressively with NeoSTEM to develop, to offer hotspot for those who would like to join our group, to scientists, to institutions, universities that would like to improve the knowledge we already have. In one moment, we shift from the separation NeoSTEM, Pontifical Council, to a new quality that we act together. And there is something very new, something very important that gives a feeling of belongingness, to be a part of the same reality.
I'd like to take a moment to talk about the president of the Pontifical Council for Culture regarding his appointment to the council as president. Was that a statement by the Catholic Church that here is a person who really understands what the council is trying to accomplish, what its main directives are, or is this the cardinal himself saying, I want to be the president of this council because I know I can make a difference?
First, I would say that he is extremely involved in dialogue with contemporary culture. He is very well trained biblical scholar who knows different languages and who engages dialogue with arts, with economy, with philosophy, theology, science. Someone who is able to explore different fields and to maintain very alive relationship to different circles, different environments. This nomination was a sign that, first of all, he is able to do that, and the second, that the Pope consider the culture as one of the most important, most crucial elements for the Church acting.
Cardinal Gianfranco Ravesi was originally appointed to the Council for Culture back in 2007 when he was an archbishop. He was recently elevated to cardinal in November of 2010. I have two questions on this subject. First, does such an elevation change the level of importance that the Council for Culture has in the overall philosophy and teaching of the Catholic Church? And second, does the fact that the president of the council being a cardinal give him more time and attention with the Pope as far as whatever directives are happening within the Council for Culture?
I would say that from his personal involvement, it doesn't change a lot, because he was very active, he is, and he would be very active in our activities. All we perform has a crucial importance and impact for the future. From his personal point of view, I believe it doesn't change anything. But politically and maybe socially, it changes a little bit, because, of course, to be a cardinal means to be in the highest position among, the hierarchy, Catholic hierarchy around the world. So, probably from people that would try to keep relationship to our Pontifical Council, is very significant that they interact with the cardinal instead of with the archbishop. So I think this is important. But of course, it means also that Pope considers our activity as one of the most crucial for the present time of the Church activity and for the future.